I'm here with Duncan. Duncan, what are we looking at here, buddy?
This is my 7th month 79 Mazda GLC. I bought this car here in Canada from British Columbia about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago. It was a 4-cylinder T-bar automatic, and I thought I'd make it a little different, something that I'm used to.
Oh wow!
This has been 13B rotary swapped with a turbo 2 5-speed out of a Series 5 RX-7. The engine I bought here from a good friend of mine, Ryan Kessner. He has an RX-4 and this is a spare RX-4 engine. So this is the R13B tall port, 4-port engine. They're an R5. I used a FC alternator. Brian helped me do this direct fire ignition with MSD coils. I used a Series 1 RX-7 radiator. I got one of my mates in Australia to send me a 48 IDA in manifold Weber. Yeah, set it up with a fuel pressure regulator, electric fuel pump.
Oh, nice.
I've still got to finish a few things, you know. I've got there's an FC fuse box over there that I'm going to one day bolt in. My mate Brian that put it in there for me told me to do it straight away, and there it is.
Nice. So tell me more about the motor. Is it ported?
Yeah, it was a stock port when I got it, and I had it ported. It's full bridge. It's got Series 5 high comp NA rotors. I've got a brand new eccentric shaft, RX-8 eccentric shaft from Japan. I've got new stat gears, RX-8 stat gears from Japan.
Nice.
I used the 12A RX-7 front cover so I could front mount it with an RX-3 cross member. This is all pretty common stuff in Oz, but you know, it's pretty rare here. Like it's something new that people don't know here.
Yeah, this is obviously something that's pretty rare. If anything, probably one, if not the only, rotor swapped GLC in Canada for sure.
Yeah.
So judging by your accent, you're from Australia. Is this a popular thing back in Australia, or?
Yeah, mate. It's more common in New Zealand.
Okay.
But yeah, these cars were everywhere.
Oh,
and
nice.
They're a real quick rotary swap. It just takes an RX-3 cross member and a custom gearbox cross member, and you can put a rotary in them.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
like
sweet.
Series 1 RX-7 radiator goes straight in. It's good.
Nice.
That's why I chose to do it.
Okay, sweet. So tell me, a lot of people have been asking me about these plates that you've been going on. So what's the story? Are you trying to troll the LS family here, or what's the deal with the LS Forever?
Before this car, I actually had a 600 horsepower CTSV Cadillac.
Okay, nice.
It was a V2, 6.2 supercharged LSA, 6-speed car. It was a sedan, and my father-in-law bought me these plates because I was always into LSs.
Nice.
Being into LSs in Australia is quite easy because there's so many cars that got them. Like even every Commodore got them, and they're everywhere. All the Scout Guards have got them. But when I came here, I realised that I could do something with rotaries that I couldn't do in Australia because rotaries are so expensive in Oz. Yeah. You know, spending $5 grand on an engine, you don't even know if it runs or not. You know, it's a bit out of control. So I never actually got into rotaries in Australia, so I thought I'd do it pretty good here.
It's definitely on the opposite end of the spectrum for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be some haters for it, but that's why. So this is all original paint?
Yeah, I bought it off the original owner.
Yeah.
She gave it to her when she lost her license. I think she was 90 odd. She gave it to her son-in-law and asked the son-in-law to sell it to a Mazda collector. She said it has to go to a collector. So had 147,000 kilometers on it when I bought it. Like I said, 4-cylinder T-bar auto, and it never left Nanaimo, BC.
Oh, wow.
So I'm pretty sure that's an island, and it never left the island. Yeah.
No.
I actually had to pay the guy to put it on a ferry. He drove it on a ferry, dropped it off, and then caught the ferry back and got a taxi home.
Oh wow.
So I could get it on this side of the island.
Oh wow. No, it's crazy. As far as the interior, so what have you done so far?
Probably nothing. I put a Monster Taco in there. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
I put a twin sensor wideband AFR gauge over there so I can measure both rotors. I cut the center out of the console with the T-bar automatic. Yep. And I used shop rags to make a boot.
Oh wow, no kidding. So I've heard rumors and stories that this thing has been built in a chicken coop.
Yeah, it was an old pigeon coop actually.
Wow.
So it had the old slide for all the pigeons to fly back in. And it was an old Italian house. I'm gonna say decades ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, all on a concrete / dirt floor.
Yeah.
No hoist. I didn't even have jack stands when I started.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's everything to the gearbox I've put in. I've made a custom tail shaft. I had it done by Pat's Driveline in Toronto, but I've got the standard diff still in it. So I figured when the standard diff blows up, I'll build something bigger and better.
Oh, nice.
But until then, might as well enjoy it.
So yeah, the definition of a built car, not a bought car, that's for sure. These wheels you have on here, they're pretty vintage. So do you have any stories on them, and what rubber you're running on it as far as suspension too? And
so suspension stock. I haven't done any of the springs or shocks. The wheels, 4x110 bolt pattern here in Canada is really hard to find. They didn't come on anything but pre-80s Mazdas. So when I found a set, which was this, they weren't matching, but at least they were 4x110. And I figured I'd put a bit of red paint on them because the car's brown and red. It's got red. It's got red inserts in the trim.
yeah.
Yeah, the tyres were again 13-inch tyres here, unheard of because there's no such thing here. I got them off a race team that was scrapping them.
Oh wow.
So these are all pre-used. They're all pre-used race tyres that they didn't want.
No, it's awesome. It really gives it that old school rally look, but it stands to it.
Yeah.
And as we all know, rotaries tend to be quite loud. So what have you done so far with the exhaust, just to kind of either keep it tamed or?
So yeah, it is quite loud. I use 13B, obviously 13B racing bead headers. I put two, what do you call it?
Resonators.
I put two resonators at the back of the headers, so it's a twin pipe system all the way to the back, all the way to the diff. Then I went under the diff and to this MagnaFlow muffler. So I tried to put as much stuff on it to keep it as quiet as possible, but yeah, it's pretty loud.
Okay, so what have you been doing so far for putting the power down, as far as the transmission? Obviously, yeah, I mean, with the built rotary, you're gonna need some sort of stuff, so give us some insight on that.
First of all, I had a stock Series 5 Turbo 2 flywheel, which is like 26 pounds or something like that. So it didn't really rev up too fast. I got an Exedy light and flywheel, which is 12 pounds for a Turbo 2. And I used this like a stage 3, you know, semi-racing Exedy clutch. And it spins up real good. It gets up in boogies.
So, and for those who don't know, can you explain what this whole belt assembly is?
So this is called a Gilmer drive. As far as I'm concerned, it's nothing but noise and something cool. I guess the belts can slip with a V-band belt, so they actually have a twin V-band system that you can get. I just like the look of it, and I certainly like the sound. It sounds like it's supercharged.
No,
yeah.
it's sweet actually. And then I take it your fan is in front of the radiator here, and
yeah. So these cable ties here hold the fan in.
Okay, nice. Yeah, garage built.
Yeah. So these cable ties hold the fan in, the electric fan, and also my oil cooler's in there. So I've run an RX-7 oil cooler.
Okay, cool. And stock fan on it, or?
No, I actually got a GDI. Volkswagen fan out of a scrapyard, and I actually cut it out with an angle grinder.
Oh wow, okay.
And literally cable tied it in.
Oh nice. No, it's definitely for sure a unique build. So, but yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for letting us take a look at it. Being new into the rotary world myself, it's just something that is a good inspiration. But yeah, what do you say we just take it for a nice spin?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I personally want to thank Duncan again for letting us take a look at his ride here. Definitely a work of art, even though it was built in a pigeon coop. But yeah, it's an inspiring build, and I hope to actually film it again. So while we're here, though, Duncan, you have the floor. Anyone you want to say anything to that helped you along the way, and yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, mate. Big thanks to Brian Kessner. Without him, mate, none of this would have happened. He helped me get through all the porting and, you know, the assembly and getting it all tuned up and all the wiring, all the stuff that I'm really not confident with. He's the man. Joe Ferguson, he's another Rotary guru around this place. He really helped me with questions and like problems, and I had all sorts of problems getting it right and whatever. He's helped me a lot. Nigel Budd supplying me with distributors, gearboxes, all that sort of stuff. Tim Gingerich, he got me the radiator that's in it. I mean, it's just a Series 1 radiator, but hey, I couldn't find one, and he got me hooked up pretty quick. All my Aussie mates and New Zealand mates some of them I've never met, but like Rob Rusak sent me the carby from Australia, sent me the manifold. Ryan Grant, Riggs Vintage Mazda, Levi from Rotor Life in New Zealand. They've all just helped me so much with all these questions and problems, and yeah, sent me parts. It's been a really good experience, and everybody around that I haven't mentioned, I do appreciate it. Thanks very much, fellas.
That's awesome. Yeah, thanks guys again for the views, and looking forward to see you guys again. I have another ride lined up for you, but yeah, take care and be safe.